Bienvenue pour programme, ça c'est programme Emancipation. Nous, ça c'est Constitution Park, c'est Parc Constitution en Ville-Castries. Non, moi c'est Michael Gaspar et puis moi ici et puis...
Tessa Sataj.
So Tessa.
Hi Michael.
Ça qu'a fait Tessa.
How are you?
Moi bien merci, j'attends un chaque des autres, un chaque bagaille qu'a fait à sous la Wikasi. Mais peut-être, où ça commence en anglais, dis-moi exactement qui ça qu'a fait en mi-temps Ville-Castries après-midi.
Well, thank you, Michael, and good afternoon, good night, to everywhere you are and you are listening to our broadcast. We are here at, Constitution Park. That is where we are stationed in terms of the broadcast. But we do have an excellent view of the parade, which is coming around and will be soon entering the William Peter Boulevard. So it is Emancipation Day, St. Lucia. We are celebrating under the theme, understanding our past to create a pathway for the future. And a number of activities have been slated for the entire month of August to celebrate the very important milestone when it comes to emancipation. We have right now the street parade, which is making its way to the William Peter Boulevard. Earlier, Michael, we would have had the Rosocade, which started in Viewfort and which was handled very well by Primus Hutchinson and Lucius Elevic. They brought us through up to this point, and we are going to take it from here. So we are in the heart of Castries, downtown Castries, and the street parade, which consists of a number of groups. The Ica Rastafarian community, the CD4L dancers, we have costumes, S.I. Willie, and a number of other costumes from our carnival that we just enjoyed. Yeah. We have a rhythm section. We have, as well, of course, obviously the La Wars Rosocade. So they've joined and they've all come together at this point, and the street parade is progressing towards the William Peter Boulevard.
Moi aussi, je dis qu'il était ça. Par là, nous avons après-midi, il commence à vieux fort. Il commence à vieux fort et qui monte Castries. Et c'est mon nom où dit la talia, qui font un gain l'année, gens qui participent en carnaval, nous avons à sur télévision à présent, ils ont passé directement devant place Caïmé, Castries, ça c'est City Hall là, avec ils ont monté là oui pour aller voir l'église là, ils ont faire un assaut là oui Mikou et qu'ils ont tourné pour arriver en boulevard là Castries. Mais aussi nous avons espéré en pile activité. L'activité c'est pour mutuer tradition simplicité avec appréciation pays pour côté nous sortir. Ça c'est l'histoire esclavage. Et pour faire moun comprendre que esclavage c'est un bagage qui n'est c'est pas esclavage mais liberté. Liberté après esclavage. C'est un bagage qui a une significance pour le pays. Avec, depuis le gouvernement, entre le gouvernement, ça là, c'est 4 années passées, ils ont décidé pour mettre plus attention à la qualité d'activité comme ça, pour faire moun comprendre significance en journée comme ça. Longtemps, où tu as moun ka holiday, moun ka boire en mer, moun ka fait toutes sortes de qualités bagages. Mais et puis par là avec différents bagages qui tiennent danser, cette musique Rastafarian, toutes ces bagages là, tout ça a une significance. Ça nous a dit libération avec pour liberté nous joindre après esclavage avec il est important pour nous comprendre ces bagages là.
Of course, Michael. Now, the day itself, the 1st of August, let's just understand and make sure we understand why that day is important. It is to commemorate the abolition of slavery in the British West Indian colonies. And that took place on August 1st, 1838. There was a previous act that was passed in 1834 to abolish slavery, but the slaves, they had to serve what they call an apprenticeship period.
Yes.
And so that took place 4 years.
To see how things work.
Well, yes, to in a sense prepare them, but also to compensate the planters. So those of us who are into the history and we know the history, we know that part. So the apprenticeship period came to an end in 1838 on August the 1st, and that is why we are marking this day, and we have yes, and we have the celebration today, 1838. That was the year, on August the 1st. The only island that did not serve the apprenticeship period or did not go through it was Antigua. So they had their full emancipation in 1834. But St. Lucia and some of the other islands, it was delayed. So 1838, August 1st is the reason why we are celebrating. Now, you know, before we used to do it the first Monday in August, but it was changed some years ago. And so we do celebrate it now on the very day that it happened back in 1838.
Tessa, we were getting distracted a while ago by some Rastafarians who are very upset that Emancipation Day has turned into Laos. It's something that we can probably address a little later, but I think there is significance and something that we can explain.
Yes, of course. I was about to also go into the celebration, the cultural celebration that we have before us at the William Peter Boulevard, and I'm going to, I suppose, bring it in, that concern. Well, yes, we do have the celebration to mark or to recall the day that slavery ended, to also reflect on the atrocities of slavery, the inhumanity, the brutal treatment of our ancestors. We must never forget that, Michael. We must never forget that, because even today, you do have, semblances of it, modern versions of it, human trafficking. So it is still a concern.
And in fact, however, I would hasten to add that a lot of people who watch television and see what's happening around in Gaza, they can probably attribute it to the experience we went through.
Yes.
Because a lot of people, it's touching, it's chilling.
It is.
So that's what slavery was like for us.
Right. Yeah. So we do want to reflect on the treatment of our ancestors, the emotional, psychological, the mental, the physical suffering that they endured as they were worked very, very hard on the sugar plantations. And like I said, we want to guard against any reoccurrence of that in any shape, any form in this world today. So to commemorate the day, as I said, to reflect on the atrocities of slavery, and to also honor the memories, the lives of these people, and the way in which they contributed. We must never forget that it is on the backs of our ancestors that Europe developed. The economic development of Europe took place on the backs of our ancestors who worked in those sugar plantations. And of course, the concurrent underdevelopment of Africa, as has been argued by some sociologists.
You're sounding like Sir Arthur Lewis.
Yes, because we want to ensure that people understand why it's important. So we do have that aspect to consider, to remind us of the contribution that they made to the world. But we also want to celebrate the culture, Michael. The culture that came out, that emerged from slavery. When the Africans, they came, they were stripped of everything. They came across through the Middle Passage, but they brought with them their knowledge, the folklore, the techniques, the craft, the dances, the music, the song, the drumming,
and the gum.
And the yes, and I can see you are really reflecting that, Michael. So they brought that, and so what we are celebrating today, in addition to all the other things I said, is that cultural resilience, the resilience of the black people to maintain their culture across the Middle Passage, to maintain the culture on the plantation, a plantation that attempted to denigrate the culture, to erase it, to stifle it, but it was resilient. Just as they were resilient in also fighting against slavery. You would recall the number of the revolutions that were experienced in a number of the islands ahead of the Emancipation Act. So that's why many people will tell you, yes, we were emancipated from Britain, and we talk about the Wilberforces, but we must never forget that we also
played a key part.
Yes, we also played a part in dismantling slavery by showing how atrocious it was and how it just could not be sustainable through the various revolts that took place. And speaking of that, we want to remember there was last year we had the celebration of the 1796 revolt in
yes,
Bagaya. Yes, it was
right.
A theatre production of that, and we also Petronille Dwen, you know, the commemoration of her. That's in Dennery area. So we want to celebrate the resilience of our Black people, and culture is definitely part of that. So one of those cultural aspects would be the Lawas, because it is an example of how the slaves on the plantation were able to maintain their well, not in a sense, yes, it's emulating the structure of the colonial masters, but they added their own cultural experience to it, the flavor, what we call, you know, a syncretism, a coming together of cultures. So the Lawas celebration, yes, it has that celebration of our richness as African people in it as well, through the shirts and the songs. So that is very effective, I suppose, in ensuring that we bring that out and we ensure that it is remembered.
Oui, ça c'est un gros morceau là, là. Mais vraiment, ça nous discuter là, c'est yon qui voit ça. Expérience nous en esclavage, c'est cruauté. Cruauté, manière yo maltraiter moun, particulièrement là en commencement, là yo penser moun en Afrique à sous bâtiment, à dans moun qui malade voyer en la mer, toutes sortes qualité bagaille faites, c'était cruauté. Et là yo rivé Saint-Lucie. Laissez moun sortir Afrique, rivé Saint-Lucie. Yo te capable tourner même quand bagaille ou ka vendre ti mamay madame tout le monde ka vendre ça. So c'est raison qui fait nous ka dit esclavage c'est un bail cruauté, mais quand on dit nous c'est résilience après expérience ça là. Jeune ouais, c'est résilient, yo développer quoi, yo pas quitter yo pas descendre, yo continuer avec ka bâti koyo. Et c'est raison que la rose c'est yon di yo. Moun en chay moun pa comprendre que la rose sorti en bas un système côté yo te ka moché. Oui. Yo te ka moché c'est européen. C'est guamien, c'est moun ka la caillou dit ça. So gens la rose ka fait après yo ka fait même bagay là. Mais yo bay en différent goût. Yo bay musique là différent, yo bay chant, c'est chanter. C'est pour ça massage j'ai jamais observé. En chai c'est chanter la rose là, c'est chanter en créole. Oui. En chai en créole. Il y a des quand en anglais quand this is the beauty. Vous comprenez ou ka ça. Mais la rose c'est résilience. Et l'année ça là, yo ka servi la rose là, moi ni l'idée pour montrer résilience Jean Noé qui sortit en esclavage, résilience avec en plus pour pousser la rose là, puisque nous ni pour changer qui seul pays en Caraïbes là qui ni tradition flair, fête flair, dé avec nous ni pour dire nous dit la rose et puis la Marguerite, seul pays qui ni ça c'est Sainte-Lucie avec peut-être nous Kachile ça c'est département CDF Fondation pour développement culture. Yo peut-être service à con fondation pour yo ça bâti à sous affaires là là. Mais quand nous parler là, nous pas attendre power là, nous yo ka faire un gros rond pour passer devant l'église catholique là. Yo ka aller à sur la rue, continuer la rue Nico, tourner à sur la rue ça nous a dit la rue Bridge Street, banque là, la rue Pont. Ouais, c'est ça ou bon c'est ça, continue un peu là. C'est ça, continue un peu là. Même connaître la rue Pont. OK. Mais yo ka monter avec yo ka tourner en boulevard là avec activité c'est ici il a commencé. Ça c'est comme nous en stage là c'est en Constitution Place, mais performance là même devant, ça c'est un commencement, Boulevard là.
Yeah, so that would be the intersection of Labrie Street and the Boulevard. So there has been well, it's not a raised platform. It's not the stage. The MC and the band will be on the elevated area, but there is a platform that has been set up at that intersection where we expect the various performances to be displayed, and those performances include dances. Yes, we have dances, Dance of Freedom, a number of dance groups and choreographers involved in that. You will certainly be hearing their names as the MC calls them out soon on stage. That MC is Scotty.P. Yes, he will be introducing the various segments to you as you watch at home and you have an enjoyable, relaxing Emancipation Day with us. In addition to the dances, we are expecting presentations by the Rastafarian community represented by ICA. They are here and we will be expecting something different from them in their unique way. And we certainly must commend them. They are certainly one of the groups, if not the most important group who has
the
kept
tradition and the connection with Africa. Very, very much alive.
Yeah, through their songs of liberation and resilience. Yes, we have that from the Rastafarian community.
And we need to pick them up on that.
Yes, we definitely need to do that. So looking forward to their performance this afternoon. We also have drumming. Yeah, there's a drumming section, a segment that will be coming on, and the drum is one of those instruments from Africa that we are very proud of.
Of liberation.
And that has survived, and one of those that have been, in terms of the Caribbean, been revived rather in the Caribbean context through all, the atrocities of slavery and the hardship. It is that symbol of resilience, and it's that call, it's that loud, really, and rhythmic, and it hits right there when it comes to our resilience.
Remembering Athanasius Laborde.
Yes. So we have a drumming segment that will be on. We also have reggae.
Reggae, my latest.
Of freedom. Yes, and the reggae musicians, singers, they will have their opportunity on the stage as well to perform here at our mini concert. It's called a mini concert, Michael. So it seems very full to me, but it is a mini concert. So it's officially a motorcade. Well, it started with the Rosocade, and then we have the parade. That's what it's called, a Rosocade. How do you like that? That's a nice name.
I'm wondering if anything. Rosocade. Place Roseau. I wonder if that.
But Rose Orchid, hyphenated, yes.
I would have said Rose Arcade.
Yes, it's a Rose Orchid that started from Viewport, and you have been following throughout the day, St. Lucia, and of course abroad. You've been following through the Facebook and YouTube channels. You have been following, and I've seen the Rose Orchid progress. I'm sure it was really a pleasure to watch the various communities unfold before your eyes, the people, the interviews. There's many stops where people will got the opportunity to sing, various shotwells. Hi. Yes, just saying hi to Mr. Joseph there, one of the organizers. Yeah, so you were able to see that, and I'm sure that was really pleasurable, brought lots of joy to our hearts to watch that. And we must remember again, too, as we were reflecting on Laos, that August is Laos month. Yes, so the 1st of August, the official start of the month of the feast, the celebration of St. Rose de Lima. So we had that, and then we're now into our parade. And of course to the mini concert.
Okay, so we're looking at the top of the western end of the William Peter Boulevard. I think that's what we're looking at now, and we cannot see, but it appears that they will be appearing anytime soon. And yes, so all right, so we can see. Okay, Tessa, good. So this is what we see. It looks like a float.
Yeah, it's one of the costumes from Carnival. It looks like that. It looks like one of the costumes from Carnival that
Okay.
Trying to get a closer look.
Ah, nous pas ça dire exactement, mais quand tu sais dit ça, c'est il y en a ces costumes carnaval là qui ne tiennent pas tellement longtemps, avec yo capable être à ce boulevard là. Mais pas ça si il était écrit à ce programme nous.
Yeah, well we have heard that a costume by Isai Willie.
Oui.
Yeah, so it could be one of those.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Willie.
And
Avec quand nous dit yo capable être à ce boulevard là, nous quel est-ce qui nous go flag ça là? C'est Rasta, non? Ça c'est Rastafarian. Oui, c'est Rasta aussi là. Et nous, on a fini de dire que Rasta a joué un gros rôle en affaires émancipation, puisqu'il y aura chaîne affaires libération, affaires Afrique, vivant pour un chaitan, manger nous, kilti nous, avec, mis à présent, il y a parlé de réparation. So, nous n'y pour changer, Rastafari toujours qu'a fait connexion et puis Afrique et puis c'est un bagage nous apprécier un peu, c'est ça?
Yes. Yeah, and just ahead of them, we have some dancers. Again, part of, as we said, they are dancers within the motorcade that is now in the William Peter Boulevard, making its way. I believe they will do a circle. They will circle the William Peter Boulevard. I'm not too sure how many times, but there is definitely, at least from what we were told and what the program says, at least one round around the islands in the William Peter Boulevard. And as they draw nearer to our broadcast position, we can hear the music. And it's good to have the music there. It's very infectious. Michael.
Oui, c'est musique la chaud.
Oui.
C'est ça où tu pourras danser. Ça c'est vraiment musique, ça regarde musique masquerade, et bien masque. Quand on chaque monde regarde avec, il est intéressant. Nous avons madame qui a dansé là, c'est musique masse. C'est vraiment ça, expression, émancipation, libération. C'est comme ça nous avons qui a fait. Ça a montré qui a déjà entré en boulevard là. Excusez-moi, avec bagay qui a commencé tout à l'heure, il a venu plus chaud, musique là a venu plus fort. C'est activité ça là, nous avons qui a fait à sous boulevard là à présent. Il est intéressant tout le monde ça.
Yes, indeed. We have, as I had indicated to you, the raised platform at the intersection. It's now decorated with some beautiful young dancers who are going through their choreography. And it's good to see that we have the crowd has built up, Michael, as you can see.
Yes.
Yes, so that is very good that we have an audience to take in this beautiful display on Emancipation Day 2025.
Oui, c'est ça nous a c'est musique là qui a commencé à chauffer la cuisine avec, quand vous dites ça, plus en plus de monde a commencé à sortir. Vous savez, musique n'y a manière qu'à les monde avec, c'est ça nous avons avec qualité performance là. Plutôt jeune monde, et ça intéressant tout bonnement. Well, you have the names.
Most likely, Michael, it's the CD4L dancers. Our program says 20 dancers, and it does look like that number to me. Yes, so that must be the CD4L dancers.
Very interesting, young people participating. I don't see the males though. Mainly women or mainly girls.
Yes,
rather.
yes. And as they exit The musicians coming through. The brass and the drums. Percussion.
Well, just before it, right.
Put your hands together. That was one of our featured events for the afternoon, the Grand Parade. Coming all the way down through the city of Fair Street, starting on the 10th Street and culminating here in the William Peter Boulevard. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to welcome you all here this afternoon as we commemorate Emancipation.
Okay, so from now we hand over to Scotty.P, who's going to take us through
of our ancestors and also to reflect on the freedoms
that we enjoy today. I'm hoping that this event today, folks, it inspires us all and it inspires us to continue to build on our dreams with pride, unity, and purpose. And of course, a big focus on one of my favorite words, and that is unity. Honorable Dr. Ernest Hilaire, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Tourism, Investment, Creative Industries, Culture and Information, Dame Paulette Louise, Governor General Emerita, Senator Gideon Ferdinand, Parliamentary Secretary, other members of Cabinet, members of the Senate, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Darwin Gard, Chairman of the CDF, Cultural Development Foundation, chairpersons and CEOs of our partner agencies, including the Folk Research Center, St. Lucia Tourism Authority, St. Lucia Hotel and Tourism Authority, Invest St. Lucia, Export St. Lucia, Events Company of St. Lucia, and of course the CTA, that is the Community Tourism Agency, other heads of government agencies, statutory bodies, and the private sector agencies. The Emancipation Creative Committee, the Ayanola Council for the Advancement of Rastafari, the staff of the CDF, especially invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, even our online visitors, I can't forget you, and members of the media. Again, I say welcome to our Emancipation Day celebrations. Are you ready for a grand time? Of course, starting us off, we had the parade that you just saw, and leading the parade, of course, was the ICA, our Rastafarian community, our calm dancers. We had about 20 dancers, I believe, on here. We had Azi Willie with costume 1, costume 2, the Phoenix. We had our rhythm section, the Helen Folk dancers. I saw Tribe of 12 there as well. And we also had the La Wars Rosio Code. That I love to see very, very much. So give everybody a round of applause who participated in the parade. And now we're going to bring it right here. Ladies and gentlemen, I need you to put your hands together as we celebrate our Emancipation Day with our first performance, a dance of freedom. Please put your hands together for all our dancers participating in the dance of freedom. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give them a round of applause. Had to be figuring out what stage should I come on, either the big one or the bigger one. Now you're happy here. Give our dancers a round of applause, please. A combination of various dance groups here in St. Lucia and coming out of the CDF training. And we had all the choreographers, of course, being a part of that training program. Here we have that mass dance presentation. So one more time, please put your hands together. We have the mass presentation, the dance presentation by choreographers such as Nicole Samuel, Brandon Seeley, Chelsea, of course, from CDFL. She's part of that. Olivia. We have Jamal Moxie and Florian.
Ok, à présent, qu'on nous dit, nous ici, quand ça c'est place Constitution, c'est-à-dire en anglais nous avons dit Constitution Park, en anglais ça c'est place côté c'est John Compton, l'Unistati, John Compton, avec à sa façade gauche, nous avons Caille Parlement, Saint-Lucie, avec le cas célébrer Emancipation et bien Émancipation, journée de libération. Moi ici, et puis Tessa Saint-Ange, et puis nous avons mené direct par où exactement ça qui a fait ici à Tessa. Tessa.
Yeah, thank you, Michael. I'm trying to monitor Scotty.p for our introduction of our next act.
For our next presentation, ICAR family, the Rastafarian community, and of course Mr. Aaron Alexander, the president of ICAR, and their work in terms of championing emancipation for years. It just didn't start today. This has been going on for a long time. So I'd like to invite the Rastafarian community to the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the ICAR and the Rastafarian community.
So we have Ika. Ika is coming up next. So the dancing is done.
Right. Ika c'est concite Rastafari St. Lucie, Ionola
Council for the advancement of Rastafari. Yes.
So you guys venir ici à faire ça.
So what they are expected to and what we will see, of course, more dancing. Yes, we have some dancers, some songs, poetry, and of course the presentation will start with the president, Aaron.
Dignitaries gather here as well, ministers of government, Governor General, former Governor General. I say greetings to one and all in the name of our ancestors. Greetings, my people. Greetings, my people. Greetings, my people. Wonderful. You know, back in the day when emancipation was declared, our forefathers at the time declared, no reparations, no emancipation. So our reparations fight is still on today. Let me hear you say, no reparations, no emancipation. No reparations, no emancipation. No reparations, no emancipation. So the fight for reparations is still on. So we all have a part to play in that fight for reparations. This is Emancipation 2025. It is indeed a miracle that the Almighty have spared all our lives so we could be here today in the land of the living to experience yet another year of emancipation. There are so many who wish they could have been here with us today, but they are not. We are here, and we have been given another chance to do good, to live good, be good to each other, for we know not when we shall be called to the great beyond to join our ancestors. We must remember emancipation is a process in which we all have a role to play. This year's theme, understanding our past to create a pathway for the future. With such a theme clearly articulated, when we look at our past, we lived as royal people with dignity and progress until our history was interrupted with the evil called slavery and transatlantic slave trade. We condemn these evils in the strongest terms possible. This was wrong, wrong, wrong. When we look at our past also, we condemn in the strongest terms possible the evil of colonialism. This evil had no conscience. Don't let anyone fool you with such colonialism had a conscience nonsense. That was wrong, wrong, wrong. Let me hear you say wrong, wrong, wrong. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Wrong, wrong, wrong. That was the Black Holocaust which we went through. Now, when we look at creating a pathway for our future, we see this has already started with our Caribbean region forging closer ties with the African continent. This is where our future lies undoubtedly. Let us put our faith and trust in Africa for once. We have been too long dependent on the West. We have been taught and told for too long that Africa is of no use to us. Africa is no good to us. And Africa has nothing to offer us. In creating that pathway for the future, we must look at developing our manufacturing sector, building factories, creating things for import, value-added things. Let us stop exporting our raw materials. We need to stop and develop our creative industries, full throttle. And some of the pathways for our future just has been done in Burkina Faso. My brothers and sisters, let us at this time remember the sacrifices of our ancestors, which they made in the cause of freedom and liberty, which we all enjoy today. And sad to say, some of us take those liberties so much for granted. Let us stop that in the disrespect we show to each other and the actions that we perpetuate to each other. Let us stop and think and treat each other better. At this time, brothers and sisters, we invite you to enjoy some of the cultural presentations from our community on this Emancipation Day. First of all, we're bringing on a brother who will be engaged in a libation. A libation is where you call on the spirits of the ancestors to guide us this day. With your round of applause, let us welcome Brother Mahat Hiru to do a libation and join him in calling the names of our freedom fighters and our ancestors as he pours out on a libation to our ancestors. Brother Mahat Hiru, put your hands together for him.
Greetings, Habari, Hotep, Uncle Jasaneb, Duwanecher, Duawu, Amun, Ra, Pata. I greet you today. I am an ancestral voice. I have come to teach you of your history, because we have become a hollow people. We have been scattered. We have forgotten who we are. We are crude imitations of a people who vanquished our ancestors to oblivion. So today, we remember them. We remember those whose shoulders we stand upon. We must never forget them. Dua Necher. I'll call on the names of the ancestors, and everyone can say, Ashe. It means, come forth. I will say, Anej Herak. The words I speak come off the walls of Kemet. Kemet is another word, is the original name for the place we call ancient Egypt, the greatest civilization the world has seen. Anejerak, Haile Selassie I. Ashe. I want everyone to say Ashe. Anejerak, Marcus Mosiah Gavi. Ashe. Anejerak, let's keep it local. Anejerak, Petronile Dwayne. Ashe. Anejerak, Lady Flor Gillard. Anejerak, John Edward Quinlan. Anejerak, Sir Arthur Lewis. Anejerak, Sir Derek Walcott. Now let's expand. Anejerak, Busa. Anejerak, Cujo. Anejerak, another great ancestor of the Caribbean. Maurice Bishop. Anejerak, we cannot forget the great John Odlum. Ashe. Anejerak, let's go on to the continent. Anejerak, Kwame Nkrumah. Ashe. Anejerak, Ruben Niobe. Anejerak, Patrice Lumumba. Let's talk about some queens. Anejerak, Kandake Amanitori. Anejerak, Nehanda. Anejerak, Muhumusa, our Nyabingi queen. Ashe. As we pour this water, let it flow. Let it cleanse our hearts and cleanse our homes. As sure as day turns to night and night turns to day, may all evil forces run away and say that this power is ordained. Ashe. So let us remember that emancipation is not an ephemeral event. It's not a short-lasting event. Emancipation is an enduring process. How far have we come since 1838? Can we call on one African God? We hate everything about our enslavement, but the most potent vestige of colonialism, religion. We were told that we were meant to be the servants of Shem and Japheth as the children of Ham. We were told that we are ahistorical people, that we have no history, when in fact, we were the first to create the calendar. It is not the year 2025. We are very ancient people scattered in the West. But we are making our way back home. Anku Jasaneb, Duwa Necher, Duwa Woo.
Thank you very much. That was Brother Mahat Hiru invoking the spirit of our ancestors, calling them forth to be here with us this day. Brothers and sisters, this year's emancipation wish list for us within the Rastafarian Pan-African community, we would like to see the following. 1, we would like to see closer ties with our ancestral homeland, Mama Africa. Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister, for inviting His Excellency President Tinubu of Nigeria to our shores. You are leading our country in the right direction, up that road for closer ties with Mama Africa. The next president we want to see here in the Caribbean, guess who? Captain Ibrahim. That's who we want to see next in the Caribbean. We would like to see the removal of visa requirements for our Haitian brothers and sisters to visit fellow Caribbean countries. We must stop looking at Haiti with disdain and disgust. We would like to see greater support for our community and honoring of the government commitment which was made to us at our meeting with the Prime Minister in September. Right now, we're going to chant 2 chants for you from the Nyabingi drummers. Come forward. Give it up for the Nyabingi drummers. Make it fast and brief. Are you go right there?
Glory be unto the name of the Most High, highly high. Selassie I, Empress Menenai, Rastafari the first. Tramp and paralyze all weak at conception. Fire. Burn all out equity. Give thanks for life. Give thanks for taking an eye from unnatural death and all dangers of life. Papa Selassie and Empress Menenai is an eye light and an eye creator. And I will trust and not be afraid. Emperor highly high. Emperor highly high. Empress Menenai. We not Catholic. We is Africans. King and Queen. We're not promoting Rome. We're promoting Africa. King and Queen. No king without no queen. You're talking about God. And you're saying nothing about goddess. What happened to the woman?
Without the woman, there is no life. Without the woman, there is no life. 400 years in a Babylon. 400 years. Over 400 years in a Babylon. 400 years. For I and I'll never yet cease the fire till Babylon's throne gone down. For I and I'll never yet cease the fire till Babylon's throne gone down. For I and I never yet cease the fire till Babylon was gone down. For I and I never yet cease the fire till Babylon was gone down. In Mount Zion, 400 years. Yeah, Babylon, 400 years. Over 400 years in a Babylon, 400 years. For I and I never yet cease the fire till Babylon was gone down. For I and I never yet cease the fire till Babylon was gone down. Why do you trouble the black man king? White boy, why must you trouble the black man king? Why do you trouble the black man king? Why must you trouble the black man king? A sudden death upon your shoulder when you trouble the black man king. It a go cause a revolution when you trouble the black man king. Why do you trouble the black man king? Why must you trouble the black man king? Why do you trouble the black man king? White boy, why must you trouble the black man king? A sudden death upon your shoulder when you trouble the black man king. It a go cause a revolution when you trouble the black man king. So let the word of my mouth and the agitation of my heart be acceptable in thy fire being the Mount Zion, oh, All about Zion. Get to black and white down pressers. Fire! Burn all out of gritty. Give thanks for life.
Yes, put it together for the Nyabinge drummers here. Give thanks and praise. Yes, brothers and sisters, continuing. We would like to see a bigger budget for emancipation moving forward. We would like to hear from the Minister of Culture on the plans for the second decade for people of African descent, which was declared by the United Nations. We would like to see the Medical and Dental Council of St. Lucia stop harassing and bullying Dr. Gilbert for St. Rose. We want to see these things happen in St. Lucia. Right now, we're bringing on for you a set of dancers. Dance for days. Give it up for our lovely dancers coming forward and do a dance for you. Moves for days dancers coming forward.
See, where I feel about the music, it can be copied, you know, but it's not copied with it. It's the feel, you know? It carry a feel where if you ask plenty musicians, them know it, but them can't do it.
Let go big tune.
So people still searching for this truth here, which this reggae music, you know, bring cross to them, and the only purpose it serves is to tell the people about Rastafari.
Everybody wanna feel like free. Forget your troubles and you rock with me. You know feel a reggae music sweet, yeah, yeah. Skanking sweet. Everybody wanna feel like free. Forget your troubles and you rock with me. You know feel a reggae music sweet, yeah, yeah. Skanking sweet. For every pain there's a melody, yeah. For every trouble there's a harmony that brings everything together. So make we sing together. And who said life no order? And every man got this struggle. I beg you to help me, Lord. And let me overcome my troubles. Skanking sweet, yeah. Everybody wanna feel like free. Forget your troubles and you rock with me. You know feel a reggae music sweet, yeah. Everybody wanna feel like free. Forget your troubles and you rock with me. You know feel a reggae music sweet, yeah. Skanking sweet. We skanking till our morning come. Until the day when my troubles are gone. Hallelujah. We're grooving in our time. We're grooving all my troubles away. Everybody wanna feel like the troubles and the rockin'. You know feel a reggae music sweet. Yeah. Skank. Everybody wanna feel like the troubles and the rockin'. You know feel a reggae music sweet. So skanking. Everybody skanking, yeah. I wanna be skanking. I'm gonna be skanking. I'm gonna be skanking.
Yeah. I know you love it. I know you love it. Yes. Moves for days dancers. Give thanks. Yes, brothers and sisters, continuing right along. Presentations coming from the Rastafarian Pan-African people community. We would like to see representatives of our community be chosen to be part of the delegation which will be attending the African Union and CARICOM conference in September, taking place in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. We would like to see our young men pulling up their pants. It's a disgrace, my young men. Leve chilatu, all the young men. Man, esuda ko ekme. Ebe batanudi, pull up. Yeah, man, our young men, come on, raise your pants, man. Walk in some integrity within the nation, man. It's a disgrace. It's some tale yo ka it me chilot la. Mawe yon when yo ek 20 day yo. Because the pants all down in their knees already. Come on, my young men, you know better than that. That's not the way your parents raised you. Pull up your pants, man. Let me hear you say, pull up. Yes, I. We would like to see our politicians having more respect for us. It is never okay to refer to our people as monkeys. Fireburn, man. This is a slur deeply rooted in racism. We burn that out right away. Brothers and sisters, let's welcome on stage Yona Shak to give you Police Mute Mon Jimmy and lots more. Put your hands together. Yona Shak, where are you, my brother? Come forward and bless the people.
Yeah, DJ man, I'm going to do 2 songs instead of 3. So you give me Mon Jimmy and Saint Lucido. Irie? Tout le monde, comment ça va quand tu sais penser? Everything good? But hear me now. When I say Mamouno, Pawai, everybody, y'en a chaque pays. Irie? Mamouno, Pawai. C'est ça, moi, Britain. All right, DJ man.
En septembre 1977, les polices montaient à Mont Jimmy, veste quitter Rasta, réalité la vie. Police montée Mont Jimmy.
Tout le monde.
Police montée Mont Jimmy.
Police montée Mont Jimmy.
Police montée Mont Jimmy.
Fini fait qui ça moi dit ou monsieur. Vini fait qui ça, moi, vous, monsieur.
Vini fait mauvaise paix. Pow, 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 pow. Clac, clac, clac. Ball, chicky, ball, chicky, ping pong, ping pong.
Un jour, il place comme mon Jimmy.
Il plie au visionnaire.
Pour faire exprès à vivre ensemble.
Dans méditation est là.
Méchants sentis pour un nom.
Décidez pour garder un divan.
Yo point physique sous ses romiers.
Nous t'ai gardé un divan.
Oui, oui.
Police montée, mon Jimmy. Police vivez, mon Jimmy.
Police vivez, mon Jimmy.
Police vivez, mon Jimmy.
Fini fait qui ça moi dit monsieur.
Fini fait pioter.
Fini fait qui ça rendou monsieur.
Fini fait mauvaise.
La 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 la. Yo vive en Kairasta, majorité partait là. Yo je ne sais c'est Aïfa, Aïfa Vinaï, les bébés santé. Yo dévalisé place salade, c'est à dire à ni l'autre côté. Arrivé l'autre côté, yo jeune frère, yo mola, yo pino prison. Woy woy, police descend monti. Police descend monti. Sorti fait qui ça me dit ou monsieur. Sorti fait qui ça me dit ou monsieur. Jimmy, Jimmy, red, yeah. Mon Jimmy, 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 red, yeah. Merci, 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 merci. Let me hear you make some noise. Bon, ça là, c'est niveau 9, musique 9, moi. Ah bon, ça là, nous crions Saint-Lucie doux, comme dans DJ, man. On sortit Canaoui. Moi, étudié l'école, Cana. Pull it up, selecta. Pull it up, selecta. Eh bien, c'est ça, on va pas comprendre. Come again, selecta. Come down. That's my brand new music. Video and all. Moi sorti Canaoui, moi étudié l'école Canaoui. Teacher hele de moi aille pêcher à soutier. Moi passé ti l'école, moi passé grand l'école. Moi apprendre leçon et mettre l'école à une file moi Canaoui tout. Moi mon misère, vendredi c'est jour boat ride. Samedi très bœuf. Dimanche bon matin, tout le monde allait la messe. Commerce, belle fesse, belle veste. Mon restless, zizi tata. Yo restless, zizi tata. Yo fait geste. Et mamouno, pas ouais, tout le monde, yon âge. Et ma faux, pas ouais, Tibet en bois, en bois. Chantez by là, mamouno, pas ouais, tout zep c'est en pays. Mamouno, pas, Rastafari en pays. Moi aller l'autre pays, moi jouer avec toute qualité musicien. J'aime les vidéos, l'esprit moi qu'à bouger là. Quand on a produit musicien, Mary Makers et caïtation. Et pour nous pas ni tout au que ça est croisé là. Quand on a tout mon misère. Vendredi c'est jour boat ride. Samedi très bœuf. Dimanche bon matin, tout le monde allait la messe. Commerce, belle fesse, belle veste. Mon restless, mon stress out. Yo restless, zizi tata, yo j'y fais geste. Et mamouno, pas ouais, tout le monde, y'en a chaque pays. Et mamouno, pas, cigarette en bois. Et mamouno, pas, tout zep c'est zep en pays. Et mamouno, pas ouais, Rastafari en pays. Boy, Bagawaya, More fire! More fire! Je sorti Canawi. Moi étudié l'école Canawi. Je chargé de moi. Moi a péché à Sichia. Moi passé l'école. Moi passé grand l'école. Moi apprendre leçon et mettre l'école à iser moi. Simplicité doux. Lidou. Mon ami c'est vendredi c'est jour boat ride. Samedi très bœuf. Dimanche bon matin tout le monde allait la messe. Oh messe, belle fesse, belle fesse. Mon restless, mon restless, mon restless. You're restless, Zizi Tata, you fais geste. Et mamouno, pas oui. Y'en a chaque pays. Et mamouno, pas. Tibet en bois en pays. Mamouno, pas oui. Tout c'est en pays. Et mamouno, pas. Rastafari en pays. Simplicité doux, doux. C'est mon ami, c'est vendredi, c'est jour boat ride. Samedi, très bœuf. Dimanche, bon matin, tout le monde allait la messe. Commerce, belle fesse, belle veste. Mon restless, mamouno, power. Big up, big up.
Yona Shak, that's what he's called, Yona Shak. He have his parents, they are mixed. So he have, I think his father is black and his mother is white. So Yona Shak, one of each. That's his name. Yes, Yona Shak. Yes, brothers and sisters, moving right along. Calling on our young people, what we would like to see. We would like to see at least an African language being taught in our schools. Next to the language of the oppressors. English is not our language, you know, my people. That's the language of the oppressor. French is the same thing. Spanish is the same thing. And now, I think they're teaching the children Mandarin. Yeah? So at least let's start teaching our children an African language as well. If we're serious about bridging the ties between Africa and the Caribbean. We need to teach our children an African language. I think Swahili is the most popular African language out there. We would like to see our young people stop killing each other. Stop disrespecting each other. Let me hear you say fire on violence. Fire on violence. Fire on violence. Yeah, man, our children need to learn more about our ancestors so they could have positive role models to look up to. We must stop this bloodshed, brothers and sisters. We must arrest this situation of violence. It must be halted immediately, my brothers and sisters. Young people, we are calling on you. Right now, we're bringing on a poet for you. He goes by the name of Glenn Shalry. Let's give it up for Brother Glenn Shalry, our poet for this afternoon.
After 200 years, tourists are now invited to have their cocktails in the protective plastic bubble of all-inclusive hotels. Never been told that this is for their own safety because deep in the simple crevices of their valleys, rivers that used to run crystal clear now slither into a trickling leak. A symptom that these islands have now contracted the modernization virus that leads to this deadly disease known to us as poverty, whose treatment means that some parasite won't be able to afford a condo in Miami or a luxury cruise for he and his jabal. So instead of treating the problem, it is just swept under the motley colored carpet of ostentatious buildings. But here's a news flash. Increased police patrols and gated communities is not a vaccine. Because poverty is not the common cold. Trust me, that shit can kill you. And if it kill you, who knows? It just might kill your children. Now, as this disease spreads throughout the national body, the earthen veins of community that once carried the plasmatic culture that oxygenated the organs of our social institutions, they calcify into the concrete walkways of rapacious ghettos, where blood spurts violently from hemorrhaging walls because the passageway is blocked by a clot of lead that is making its way slowly but surely to the sun-buried head of some unsuspecting states. There is a peculiar relationship between those who are traitors of their own people and the grand unseen architects of the various incarnations of this thing called slavery. They both are possessed by the same single-eyed demon called prophets. And this cyclops spirit of those who sold their brothers into chattel slavery lives within those who prostitute their homelands. Just as the spirit of the maroon freedom fighter lives within the radical who is treated with vile disdain. Yet, while this demonic influence persecutes the militant spirit of ethnic pride that won us our freedom, today it has us erecting monuments celebrating our conquerors. So within the collective soul of every forsaken freedom fighter, there must by now exist the knowing that evil bears no particular skin color, because oppression at the hands of the neo-colonials can sometimes seem worse than slavery itself at the hands of the old colonials. You see, at least in slavery, everybody got to eat. But with this new modern-day slavery, we have the added pain of knowing that this is being done to us by our own kind. Here we live in a world of dichotomy. To enjoy heaven, it seems someone else has to endure hell. For every crooked public official living the dream, their mothers having to resort to feeding diluted dreams to their children because the reality is just too hard for them to swallow. In the ghettos too, we know something of this dichotomy because here, if men weren't drowning themselves in the bottle, they would be drowning in sorrow. And the youth need to get high enough just to get over the fact that they are so down in life. Yet they all dream of the day when they could see this hell end. Enjoy the heaven they see advertised on TV. Feel that they too have a stake in their own country. And have this invitation they see be extended to them as well. When they read off signboards and inscription that says, to visitors and locals alike, welcome to paradise. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
One, two. Yes, that was our poet, Brother Glenn Shalry. Give him another round of applause, brothers and sisters. Brother Glenn Shalry. As we're getting down to the final acts for our presentation here today, we would like to say the following. We would like to see our people buying and eating more local produce. We need to trust our food from Anslawe and Kanawi and around VA4 and so on. Food that coming from all America and all those far places. Let us trust our local produce. That's right. Let us eat local. Let us buy local. Let us eat what we grow and grow what we eat. Brothers and sisters, we would like to see that we continue to have a Pan-African Prime Minister who can address us at emancipation time and articulate how we were going to be moving forward as people of African descent. Right now, our final dance. Dance for Days. You all ready? We're going to bring on Dance for Days, Move for Days dancers, giving you that final number. And then we're getting ready for the final act. Nice reggae artists coming on in a while. Let's give it up for our Move for Days dancers, giving you that final dance.
Move for Days. Okay, I'm here with the minister. Okay, I'm here with the Deputy Prime Minister, who is the Minister for Culture, and let me start it right. Tourism, investment, culture, creative industries, and et al. And other
and information.
And information.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Minister, what a day it is today. How do you feel?
Well, I think we see each year the celebration of emancipation grows. More stakeholders are getting involved. So this year we actually have the La Rose groups as part of it. As you know, August is La Rose month. So the Serenal and all those things have started, the seances and them have started. And for us, for them to be part of, emancipation is an achievement. And somebody might ask, why are the flower festivals part of emancipation? It was part of the resistance of enslaved people, and even in the post-emancipation period, it was part of that, fight for freedom, for us to express ourselves in our own indigenous form. People sometimes believe emancipation is what happened on the day. Emancipation is how we live today, how we assert who we are, our identity, and that's part of it. It is part of our definition, and we're really glad today started off beautifully. Already we've had a few activities. Last night we lighted the emancipation murals, on Jean-Baptiste Bideau Street. you know, and we had the La Rose motorcade around the island today, culminating, you know, with a gathering at Serenity Park. And of course, as you can see, the annual Emancipation, you know, concert and celebration. And it will continue for the month. I'm really pleased with what I am seeing, and certainly looking forward to a month of celebration.
What is the highlight really for the month of, I know it's a month-long activity, but are there highlights?
Well, in some ways today is the highlight. It really sets the tone for the rest of the month. But we have some really exciting activities. The Rastafarian community will be having a Marcus Garvey marketplace, which is going to be a special activity. They will have their own program of activities to complement what we're doing. We have a couple of interesting activities. We have a historical treasure hunt. I'm really looking forward to it, you know, because yeah. So
that sounds exciting.
To be going around the island, discovering places of historical importance and collecting points along the way. So they give you a tip, and you have to figure out where they're talking about and to actually go there and stuff like that. We have a documentary on the names and origins of the names of the streets and communities and villages of St. Lucia. We're looking forward to it. Petronil doing, we're going to have a ceremony to commemorate her. That again is another fantastic one. And I mean, it's an exciting program of activities for the month. There's not one in particular that serves as a highlight per se, but it will be spread all throughout.
Throughout the island.
Sorry?
I said throughout the island.
Throughout the island, yeah. And again, I think, you know, as it grows, very soon it will be requiring all communities, you know, to have their own emancipation activities. But we should also note that even this weekend, Emancipation Weekend, there are a number of communities that have their carnivals. And people feel, and I did try to encourage them to move from that. But for them, their carnival is celebration of freedom. And historically, that's always been on that day, which probably tells us that our forefathers actually celebrated emancipation through carnival, you know. So yeah, it's going to be an exciting month.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Mr. Minister, and all the best, and congratulations for another fine year.
Thank you very much.
Good. Okay, so nous avons ministère parlé et qui a adressé situation
The Laos. Yes.
C'est groupe, c'est quand même Rastafarian. Pas tellement content qu'il a mélangé, mais le ministère a expliqué ça hier.
All right. So that was our interview, and we learned quite a bit about the other events and activities for the month. So we will go back to stage because I'm so excited to hear this man, Titan Shalmine. Yeah. He's on now as part of Ica's presentation. So back to the stage.
Very good.
They can't take my crown from me, no. This one is for my father. This one, glory be to him on high. All right. This one is for Jah. This one, I thank you, Jah, for all of my blessings. Come, thank you, Jah, for what you doing to me. Thank you, Jah, for all of my blessings. Go again. Zip it up in a day. Zuba, booma, baby. Listen, I'll give my life to Jah, soul to Jah. No one else is worthy. Whether Pope or Pastor, King or Rasta, can't test my righteousness. He leads me not into temptation. Deliver I from evil. Jah will never let me go astray. All I got to do is pray, pray, pray. This one is for my father. This one, glory be to him on high. This one is for Jah. This one, I thank you, Jah, for all of my blessings. Oh God. Ziba, Uba, thank you, Jah. Me say thank you. I am a soldier, a musical soldier, spreading the word of the Most High Georgia. Want to know is I and I, Father. I'll give my life to God, soul to Jah. No one else is worthy. Whether Pope or Pastor, King or Rasta, can't test my righteousness. He leads me not into temptation. Deliver I from evil. Jah will never let me go astray. All I've got to do is pray, pray, pray. This one is for my Father. This one, glory be to Him on high, highest high. This one is for Jah. This one, I thank you, Jah, for all of my blessings. Thank you, Jah, what you're doing for me. Thank you, Jah, for all of my blessings. Zip it up to that day. All right. All right. All right, you ready, Mr. DJ? You might have to come down on the mains a little bit. You might have to come down on the mains. I think I just, Lord of mercy. St. Lucia, one more for you. Ooh, Jah deliver I. Come again. They tried to fight me down, and they would like to push me around. I have to swing that myself, man. I have to swing that myself. St. Lucia, you listening? It's just about respect. You could look like this. You could look like that. You could look like me. You could be a different color. Respect. That's all. All right. They tried to fight me down, and they would like to push me around. Some say they don't like the way I dress. Oh, Jah, I don't care less. 'Cause no one can hurt I and I through the powers of the Most High. And I dread is what I am. If you know it, sing with me, man. A Rasta man is what I'm trying to be. I don't fear no one, no, I don't fear no evil. Life is just a trip, even death has a reason. A Congo man is what I am, African. I am what I'm trying to be. I don't fear no one, don't fear no evil. Life is just a trip. This victimization I cannot bear. It's the same vibration everywhere. Don't judge the book by looking at its cover. The devil come to depend on each other. Your evil today, blight your tomorrow. So do good today and avoid your sorrow. And I dread is what I am. What are you? A Rasta man is what I'm trying to be. I don't fear no one, no, I don't fear no evil. And our life is just a trip, even death has a reason. Congo, a Congo man is what I am. I am a one of trying to be. Don't fear no one, I don't fear no evil. Life is just a trip, even death has a reason. Listen, St. Lucia, come and we do it in a different style. St. Lucia, come and we do it in a Irish style, yeah. Hello, Ziba Mumambe, alright. Cause if loving was a thing that money could buy, rich man would live and the poor man would die. But that's not so. Don't try that. You gotta live the life you love and love the life you live. Every little thing gonna be alright. Now we straight up in a Babylon. Song I say we straight up in a Babylon. Cause 2 and 2 make 4. And you know we got to go for more. Lord of mercy. Hey, one more. Come. And I dread is what I thank you, Senator. I love you.
Yes, yes, that was Dighton Shalmine. You enjoy that? Yes, unfortunately, brothers and sisters, we've come to the end of
all right, that's ICA's presentation, the end of their presentation. The end of their presentation with a very popular song performed by a very popular reggae singer in St. Lucia, that's Dighton Shalmine. Well, we are here on the break in between the performances, and we have with us Father Patrick Anthony, affectionately known as Papa, the Folk Research Center in St. Lucia, named after you. And we just like to hear your thoughts on the Emancipation Day celebration. And in particular, we have seen this year the integration of the Lawas celebrations into the Emancipation Day celebrations.
Okay, first of all, I think that the celebrations are getting a little better, but I still feel that emancipation, our target should be to make it as popular as Junior Creole or as Carnival, because of the significance of emancipation in light of our history. It's the most important moment in which we are celebrating who we are. So it should not just be a marginal thing, you know. It has to become as important as history, as Carnival. Look here. Big up. All right, yeah. So I think it's really important, very important that the celebration expand. To do that, you have to have resources. Resources have been put into Carnival, resources have to be put into Junior Creole and into Emancipation. So that the popular, because you see, Emancipation is about popular consciousness. People must become aware of who we are as Lucians. Now, in order to know who you are, you have to know your history. You have to know your history, but not only your history, but you have to know the erroneous history that have been taught us about ourselves. Because people have written about our history and told us who we are. Just the same way they have written about Africa, telling us who Africa was. And so the Africa we got to know was a total, I mean, you can't believe when you know the history of Africa, what has been depicted in Africa. Nobody presents to you the glory of Africa as the beginner of civilization, as the creator of European civilization through its own discoveries. How all the philosophy and so forth from Africa was taken to Europe. You don't know that. You don't know. So, you know, we have to understand our history, but understand African history as not taught by the Europeans, but Africans themselves. Also, in terms of the relationship between the Laros and the celebration, I think it's important, you see, because you see, Laros is part of the resistance of Caribbean people, especially St. Lucian people. So all the traditions of resistance, that's where Laros falls, within that tradition of celebrating our liberation. And so some people are saying they're surprised that in some communities they're having carnival in August and so forth. When is Laros time? Because you see, Carnival and Laros all part of the same phenomenon of celebrating our liberation. So to join it with Emancipation is a natural thing because it's a manifestation of our celebrating our liberation and our own sort of expression in a creative way of that celebration. So there's really no disparity between them. Because in the roots of the Laros, in the roots of emancipation, is the freedom that we fought for, and now we are accepting it, and we are doing what we want with it.
Okay, well, Papa, thank you so much. You really did a great job explaining that and providing some context for the celebration integration that we're seeing today. And I'm sure you will be pleased to hear, if you have not already, that there is a big plan out to integrate African history in our curriculum. So hopefully that should help with what you are expressing.
I mean, I heard that, and I think this is a very, very powerful. I mean, two of the most significant things that have been done: the beginning of the introduction of Creole in schools and the introduction of African history. I mean, this is absolutely important, and already like the links with Africa. It should not just be the history, but the living contact. Let people go, somebody said me that when you see Africa presented to us, you never see the developed Africa, which would make you think, oh my gosh, that's New York or that is London. They don't show you that. So they only show you the kind of picture of Africa they want to present.
Well, thank you very much, Father. And you continue enjoying your Emancipation Day. And as we end with you, we take it to the stage with our drumming segment of the mini concert here at the William Peter Boulevard.
Baba Indeo, Indeo, Baba Indeo, Baba Talatio, Baba Talatio, Una Indeo, Baba Indeo, Indeo, Baba Indeo, Baba Talatio, Una Indeo, Baba Basala, Baba Batala.
Ineo, Baba Ineo, Ineo, Baba Ineo, Baba Salagio, Mama Salagio, Una Ineo, Ineo, Baba Ineo, Ineo, Baba Ineo, Baba Salagio, Mama Salagio, Una Ineo, Baba Basala.
Thank you. Coming out.
Imagine I outside there waiting for more drumming and singing, and they tell me, Scotty, go on stage, the fellas finish already. Ladies and gentlemen, the Big Drum Project, give them a round of applause, please. Wait, all of you are on shelter? Hey, come back. We in the hurricane season, y'all might not tell lucky for an umbrella? All of y'all come back. Every last one of y'all. Let me just allow our friends here to organize the stage as we get ready to bring on the band with, of course, what we all came here to enjoy, more of our Emancipation Day concert. If you're just joining, we want to say thank you so much for tuning in and making sure you enjoy Emancipation Day with us. We started the day with a grand parade, which included the CD4L dancers, which included grand costume display, rhythm sections. The Helen folk dancers were also part of that parade. 12 was there, and we also had the La War's Rosie O'Cade. They joined in that grand parade. This is what started everything here this afternoon. We then moved into a dance of freedom, That dance of freedom featured dance troops from across the island, including the CD4L Vida dance group, dancers of Mona Lisa. We also had the dance group from Youth of Flame. They were part of it. And we have to say a big thank you to SGL dancers and Mind of Xavier. We then had the Ica family, of course, represent.
Ok, c'est ça. Nous ici à toujours en bas la plia.
Yes, rains have come down.
Avec l'activité à continuer avec ces différentes performances là, nous avons.
What's that popular saying in the Laos community? Sapaka opeshe.
Laos oui.
Ça vrai.
Ça vrai. Mais pendant que nous avons expliqué l'autre là, nous disons c'est Rasta. Je suis venu avec un peu chanter. C'est de Dayton Charlemagne, mais ça vous devez me chanter.
Yes,
even them I'm
Yes, we are very familiar with that song from former days at RSL, and he's one of the names in the local reggae music community that is very familiar, very popular, and it was such a pleasure to see him on stage, and I knew that song was coming, the second one. So it was really good. He really brought a really good close to the Ica presentation, and everyone in that presentation was superb. After that, of course, we had the drumming project, and it's always good to hear the drums. We spoke about the drums earlier and how integral they are to the resistance. So it's now time for the reggae segment, and reggae as a musical genre has really carried emancipation from the great Bob Marley, emancipate yourself from mental slavery. So it is one of those musical genres that people look to promote black identity, resistance, consciousness. And we are happy to have our local reggae musicians and singers on stage at this point. So we go to the stage for the commencement of the reggae segment.
Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop the times. How long shall they kill our prophets while we just stand aside and look? Some say it's just a part of it. We've got fulfill the bonds. Won't you help me sing this song of freedom? Is all I ever had. Redemption song. Oh yeah, redemption song. Sing redemption song for me, come on. Redemption song. Thank you so much.
She finished? Y'all have really do me things. Hear that. Backstage is the real excitement, y'all. Let me tell you. We have individuals here. Now I know what to have to make them enjoy themselves. Because I've not even in the one he does be winning the most, I just see him get on so. I want to bring on a young lady to the stage, ladies and gentlemen. You have seen her before, no doubt about it. But this is the first time. This is the first time I am going to introduce her on an Emancipation stage. This is the first time I'm going to bring her on this reggae concert. So ladies and gentlemen, I need you all to make some noise and help me welcome to the stage, Oshun!
I'm a descendant of African queens, can't you see? My mannerisms and isms are rooted in me. I can't pretend to be what I am not. I'm black and proud and do believe I'm hot. So those who find me brash and go around talking trash, tell them when I let go. And so is the African in me. Shaka, Zulu, Umbaya, yeah, yeah. Umbaya, yeah, yeah. Umbaya, yeah, yeah. Umbaya, yeah, yeah. It's the African in me. I love liberty. It's the African in me. I express black beauty. It's the African in me. When I speak my mind, it's the African in me. When I take a wine, I'm African. African to the bone. Ha! Yeah! La, la. I see some wearing dashiki all over the place. Watching Nigerian movies, this trend we embrace. To them it's just a colorful garment. They don't know the dashiki represent a symbol of protest. Oh yes! Against all things grotesque. And so when I say so, I make big, big, big roar. It's the African in me. Shaka, Zulu, Umbaya, yeah, yeah. Umbaya, yeah, yeah. Umbaya, yeah, yeah. Umbaya, yeah, yeah. It's the African in me. Will stand up and protest. It's the African in me against rape and incest.
It's the African in me. Once we leave perpetrate. It's the African in me. Send really to castrate. I'm African. African to the bone. Ha! Yeah. As a black person, I cannot stand up here and laugh. You see, I'm fed up of white men giving us the shaft. I'm no girl or Sarah, haven't gone big school, but I sure as hell no one not getting bull. The treasury had no funds, no. Demons squandered millions. Consultants to check grass. This man deserves a good cut. It's the African in me. Shaka, Zulu, Umbaya, yeah, yeah. Umbaya, yeah, yeah. Umbaya, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Umbaya, yeah, yeah. It's the African in me. I love liberty. It's the African in me. I express black beauty. It's the African in me. When I speak my mind, it's the African in me. When I take a wine, I'm African. African to the bone. Ah! Yeah. Whoa, whoa. Yeah. Oh. Thank you.
Well, boy. Come on, y'all can do much better than that. Give her another round of applause. That's what we're talking about here. That was Oshun. Ready to knock y'all again? Y'all not going on break again, just so y'all know. Yeah, no more breaks for y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to bring on an artist that I consider to be a legend. When he comes on stage, y'all will know who he is because a lot of y'all used to sing a tune he had back in the day. That put yourself in my place. I really cannot sing it like him, so I will let him come and do the job. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the celebration concert for freedom. Please make some noise for Femi!
St. Lucia, Sankofa, taking you back to the place of the beginning. This one's called Love is the Key. Original music, yeah? Goes like this. Love is the key that can open heaven's doors. Love is the key that will set you free. Love the Father with all your heart. Love one another, the only way to start. Teach the children, let them see it in our ways. But this all will know we are children of the King. Love is the key that can open heaven's doors. Love is the key that will set you free. Love is the key that can open heaven's doors. Love is the key that will set you free. Yeah, nah, nah. That's right, we need love, you know. Emancipation, free the mind. Listen up now. Fight oppression, crime and poverty. Stop all the out in the sea, yeah. Educate the nation, set the captives free. Rest in your promise, we will have our victory. Sing it now. Love is the key that can open heaven's doors. Love is the key that will set you free. Sing again. Love is the key that can open heaven's doors. Love is the key that will set you free. You want to play something for me, man? We need love in this world, yeah? It takes love, and it's a place from the mind. One love, one God, one nation. Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. Listen up. Love the Father with all your heart. Love one another, the only way to start. Teach the children, let them see it's in our ways. By this all will know we are children of Jackie, yeah. Love is the key that can open heaven's doors. Love is the key that will set you free. Sing again. Love is the key that can open heaven's doors. Love is the key that will set you free, yeah. Love is the key that will set you free, yeah. Love is the key that will set you free, yeah. Love is the key that will set you free. I'ma take me out now. Love is the key that will set you free, yeah. We need love. Thank you, St. Lucia. Happy Emancipation Day. Free the mind. One love. Thank you so much. Woo!
Make some noise for Sammy.
So that's Semi. He was down to do 2 songs, but looks like he just did one. Love is the Key, another favorite in St. Lucia. And I'm quite a fan of Semi. He's performed in a number of other festivals, a jazz festival. You know, he's a staple when it comes to producing quality music out of St. Lucia.
And you love the voice, right?
And yes, of course. So we have some more reggae music coming up, and as we continue, Michael, what do you think of the atmosphere? It is getting to the close, but what are your thoughts?
Moi, c'était une belle occasion aujourd'hui, mais peut-être à chaque monde va sortir. On va pas pour qui raison, mais en tout cas, espérer la petit monde, mais à la tenue assez monde quand même, qui a apprécié l'occasion. C'est mon qui mène ensemble, ça c'est JCDF, je fais un gros effort pour mener ensemble. Mais, comme on dit, je suis bien content pour essayer Rasta. Je fais une présentation. Donc, en plus, c'est Rasta, pas une présentation. Et en c'est Rastafarian. Il est venu pour certains bagailles, Rasta de gagner, ouais. Changement de la société, exagère un peu bien avec aussi. Donc, après ça, nous allons faire. Parce que pour nous parler trop, nous allons aller à ce
system press you down. Oh, please not give up. No matter when the system press you down, mercy please. Price them gone up. Can't afford the meal plus the light them cut off. Mercy please. Can't breathe again. So much brutality against the black man. Mercy please. For the ones who don't see a better way, thinking that the rain is here to stay. Say then, hey, good God Almighty, yeah. Oh please, good God, please not give up. Oh no, 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 no. Oh please.
listen stress you don't care. Landlord pull up in the morning, belly full but him starving. A pay no come till the weekend. Can't even call me some money fi go land. Now landlord pull up in the morning, belly full but him starving. Say pay no come till the weekend. Can't even call me some money fi go land now. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah. Oh, well. Second on once again. How do we a go sing? We a go party till the morning. Give thanks for life because you wait to see the sun shining. 7 times fall we a go rise when the blessing coming in. But we a go do, we a go sing, we a go party till the morning. Give thanks for life because we wait to see the sun shining. 7 times fall it a go rise when the blessing coming in. And I say listen, me eyes them red and a glisten. I see them hoping and wishing. I meet them finding a slackness code and need them locked in a prison. I feel it little flower, they need it right on the hour. Some call it Mary Jane, but I man call it marijuana. See what they do to the farmer, we're working on an Obama. Them lock him up, them choke him up and give him the wrong person. I'm a justice for the one young. Yeah. Oh please, yes I please not give up. Give thanks and praise to the Almighty, you know. And big respect to every massive and every crew. Coulda Indian, coulda short curl, coulda dreadlocks, the way I deal with. Hey, big up to the Prime Minister and every dignified member over on this side there, sir. Love. Oh, yeah. Good God Almighty. I tell you, same thing, don't find me.
I told you, love, one of the purest voices we had for reggae. Give him another round of applause. That was Gusham, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the next artist I'm about to bring on really and truly needs no introduction, but I'm going to try to give him one anyway. Whenever you see me fold the paper, just know that that person, I know him and I know him well. When we talk premier reggae artist, we have to mention this individual. When we talk internationally known reggae artist representing Ayanola, we have to talk about this individual. When Mr. Greedy Joe had no other places to run and hide, it was because of that individual. Telling the nation to be awake, it was this individual. So now I need you all to put your hands together. Help me welcome to the stage. We're talking emancipation, we have to talk about this one. Make some noise for Misha!
Rise and shine. Come here. You ready? Awake, my generation. Awake, awake, awake. There's work to be done. Hey. Awake. friend, the time has come. Hey, if only you are conscious, you will hear me. Aye, sons of Israel, wake up from your sleep. A new day is dawning. I can hear voices from a distance. Hey, Yantinos are not to the King of Kings. And far I gave I this melody. So we are gonna yant until Africa is free. It's true. What you say? So true. Hey, hold on, don't let go. Sons and daughters, hold on, don't say no. Children, don't let go. Let's gather children. The time is now. We can feel it, man. We ain't in no doubt. Satan boys, them rolling. For the kingdom is falling. They are lost in their pumps of pride. Hey, running all over, no place to hide. Watch and pray. Careful of the things you hear. Children beware, for Lucifer wants to burn you in hellfire. I say, hell burning, and all you're gonna do, hey, hold on strong. Yeah, hold on, let me talk to the people them. Yeah, blessed love, yes, St. Lucia people, black people living in this diaspora in the West. We come from Africa straight. Don't give no black man no joke. Say we are serious people. Right now we are taking over Buckingham Faso, President Ibrahim. We are standing firm with the Naya Binge order, 12 tribe, Bobo Shantina, St. Lucia, all the youths them with locks. Yes, give Rastafari emancipation so we can govern it. Nice. Bring black people together. Together, no violence. Yeah, let's step up. Time is up. This is the voice of the sufferer. And I send here for judgment to all black and white don't pray. Sing. Right, fire, fire, fire. Let the judgment. Fire. Look. Mr. Religion. Sing.
War on the show. Spread out his wings like he alone have to crow. Everything you ask the man,
Him said tomorrow have you waiting in a vein
down there in a sorrow.
Really Joe.
What make you go along so fire?
What you say? This is the voice of the sufferer. And I said different judgment unto us black and white don't praise us. But this slave master, fire, fire, fire. Get that judgment. Fire, Mr. Billy Joe, he alone. Let me hear again, you said Lucia. But this slave master.
Everything you ask the man, you say tomorrow
have you waiting in a vein
down there in a sorrow.
Greedy Joe.
What make you go along so fire?
Election of the fucking for your door. Election. What the black woman and child? Big up to the black woman and child, that's right. Black woman in the struggle in St. Lucia, in Africa, everywhere. Hey! Respect. No disrespect. Let's not quarrel. Give them something. Let me talk to the black woman in this domestic living. Let's not quarrel, darling. Let's not fight. Let's not live like lovers. Wise up. No. Baby, no. 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 Let me tell you what the black woman said. Let's not quarrel, darling. Let's not fight. Let's not live like lovers who did conquer in the night. You said I do you wrong. I've got a girl uptown. Why did yourself to the ground when no one can sit up. How good is our love affair if every time we fight, raging, shouting, screaming, swearing, hell through the night. The neighbors are listening, they're watching. Pull it up. Hey, this is last tune. Hold on there, this is the last tune. And this one is brand new. Straight from the Gong studio, Bob Marley studio, from Jamaica. Listen to it, let's not quarrel. And hold on in the domestic living, that's why the youth them going astray now. Come on up. Come on. Wise up. Step it up, step it up, step it up, step it up, step it up. Let's not quarrel, darling. Let's not fight. Let's not live like lovers who didn't counsel in the night. You said I do you wrong. I've got a girl uptown. Why beat yourself to the ground when no one can sit on your throne? How good is the love affair if every time we fight, raging, shouting, screaming, swearing, hell through the night. The neighbors are listening, they're watching. The children are crying. Have me saying to myself, this could I never be right. No, let's not quarrel, darling. Let's not fight. Let's not live like lovers who need a cause in our life. You said I break your heart. There's someone who's tearing it apart. Hush, baby, don't say that. A man got to play his part. We are wise enough to know and understand that we cannot solve the problem with the gun in our hand. My God, see you, we love you. Bless up. Shut up.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. No. Yeah. I know where he going, but we haven't done anything yet. Me shock. You can't leave the stage like that, brother. People want to hear some more tune from you, and I want to hear my favorite tune too. You see how you play Greedy Joe there a while ago? After you sing that one, I want you to bless us with Greedy Joe again. And sing the new tune too. Make some noise for me, Shaq!
An Ethiopian princess. What a black woman! Hey! Whip not! Blue! Step it up! An Ethiopian princess. She make my heart go fonder. An Ethiopian princess. She said she loves me, yeah. Make I wonder. Oh yes. Well, ever since that day, she kept walking my way. Hey. She brightened up my life, set my heart on fire. Wow, well she's a touch of fire. Your angel, my lion lady, come sit on this throne with me now and make my burden much lighter. An Ethiopian princess. She make my heart, gonna make my heart grow fonder. An Ethiopian princess. She said she love me, yeah. Oh, Zion daughter,
daughters of Judah.
Murder nature knows how much I feel for you. For you, my love flows like old Jordan River, running slow and deep, yo. I feel so safe and secure in your love. It cleanses my soul, making I feel so whole. Hey, God, you're in my song, girl. When I was cold, and I to you, take it away. Yes, Cali, which song you want? Yes, Cali, hold on, let me talk to the people. Yes, Marcus Garvey said, man without a knowledge of his past life, history, roots, and culture is like a tree without roots. Yes, Marcus Garvey said, look unto Africa, for a king shall be crowned. Rastafarian I have been getting a St. Lucia says so. Yes, what do you youth them? Emancipation. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. Yes, St. Lucia people, we are free, you know. Yes, until the color of a man's skin, his eyes, is no significance. All right? To no hatred. What's the next tune Scally want? Hold on there. Hold on there, Scally. Yeah, we don't have much time. What's the next tune? All right, them want the Greedy Joe again. All right. Yeah, in St. Lucia. Yeah, man. I represent the poor and have not, you know. Them say they have no poor people in St. Lucia. They must be crazy, man. Yeah, man, we live in below our means, you know. The cost of living is high. Yeah, big up to all of the people who put such a wonderful event, you know. Yeah, but we want to know the cost of living is high, you know. And we want to reach it up there. Hey, this is the voice. Boom, boom. Fire. Get a judgment. Fire, fire, fire. And judgment to the down presser man. Fire, 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 fire. Hot fire. Stop breathing. So now this week you alone have to grow. Everything you have. You say tomorrow and you waiting in a bed. Don't there in a suburb. Really show what make you gallant so. Fire. Give me a mix. Every Christmas that come, kids getting fat. Poor people suffer every day, you know. You want your family always fat like that. This wrong thing. Hey, come on your shoes, you take a walk in on the park. Go for no shot, you go put on the back. Looking for your start and never get contact. Never put up. Fire, 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 fire. Get on judgment. Fire. Mr. Brigitte, he alone. Spread out his wings. He said tomorrow I feel waiting in a bed. Don't get in a suburb. Give me a mix. Hey, set up on the money people are wealthy and ready to land with it. Look the profit them Christmas pie. Love the people last week. Talking to make ends meet. You might rather roll in the street economics. X amount of culprits and on the pulp. Promising the people just feel it. While their aims and knees, I see them never try reach. You them can't even make a hey, Mr. Greedy Joe, he alone. Let me hear you. Spread out the wings like he alone. Grow. Everything you ask the man. Himself tomorrow, have you waiting in a vein? Mr. Let me hear you sing fire. Come on, blow. Fire, fire. Fire, fire. Let her jump. Down press a man. Fire, 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 fire. Let me hear the best. For the soul press a man. Sometimes bread and water, bread and yellow. Man, I couldn't find a dollar, not even a quarter. I look up in the struggle, make some noise. Work hard for the master. One pants, one shoes. And they have a big patch behind their song. Hey! What are they? What are they? Sometimes bread and water, bread and yellow, but I couldn't find a dollar, not even a. Me tired old papa, he my boss. Work hard for the master since Machi Calabar. That didn't. Trick my imposter. Me not live a life you never. Me not the struggle with the brother and the mama. But I know the brother and the when you stop with the show, he alone. One on the show. Brother to think that he alone and we go. Everything you ask the man. He said tomorrow and you waiting in a veil. Mr. Greedy Show, he alone. One on the show. Spread out his wings like he alone. No, to Mr. Greedy Show now. Look. Let them know say we come from St. Lucia, man. Long time we there, man. We are the backbone of St. Lucia, you know. You can't go forward without, hey, St. Lucia people, they can't go forward without we, you know. Hey, take charge of everything. Hey, look, the son of this soil, born on the isle. Give me back my smile. Give me what we credit. Give me back my smile. born to live life like you and your child. Everyone is equal in the Father's eyes. Remember the needy when you name your Emperor Selassie will be standing. Look, remember the hungry. Hey, I had a big book. Love you.
Make some noise for Meshack! And then we boom, 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 boom. Hey, 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 hey. Thank you. Give the band a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how we've come to the end of our Emancipation Day celebrations, our mini concert. I want to say thank you to everyone for coming out. A big thank you to the CDF, the friends and family over at the CDF. Big thank you. Thank you to the government of St. Lucia. And of course, we say thanks to everyone who made this celebration possible.
Without them, of course, it would not have been the success that we have seen today.
Ok, so nous ici à Comédie avec Constitution Back, quand nous venons au bout d'un programme qui était tellement intéressant. Yon ces groupes-là, c'est mon qui est tellement fort, ça fait émancipation. C'est le groupe Rastafarian Saint-Lucie. Et nous bien contents pour le président Rastafarian en Saint-Lucie, ça c'est l'organisation Rastafari, Aaron Alexander. Aaron,
yes,
qui m'a dit
bien merci. Tout le bagage passé bien assez. Nous avons remercié le gouvernement et puis CDF là pour nous évoluer l'activité d'émancipation comme la routine. Et puis bagage passé très bien. Et nous avons regardé pour l'autre année, pour la passer plus meilleur aussi. So merci en chat et puis nous sommes dans bon temps ici aujourd'hui à célébrer l'émancipation.
Mais un point où vous voulez quitter avec cette lycée, c'est qui ça?
Moi je voulais quitter un point pour dire ces gens cette lycée, à monde cette lycée, en nous ni conscience nous plie à sur Afrique, en nous garder qui ça nous ça fait et puis quoi pour Afrique et puis quoi pour le gouvernement qu'on a fait des marches pour mener pli bagaille pli pour et puis Kawaii blanc et Afrique. So nous voulons ces qualité bagaille ça la fait dans cette lycée parce que nous c'est gens Afrique.
Merci un peu.
Yes, I.
Bon succès pour Rastafari.
Merci.
Et continuez le travail là.
Yes, I.
D'accord. Et bien, Tessa, qui a venu jeune ici, quand nous avons venu au bout de la session aujourd'hui, Tessa, qui laisse l'autre monde, nous, M. Darwin Gard.
Yes,
so Tessa qui a parlé, et puis M. Darwin Gard.
The chair of the CDF. How we doing? So good. All right, it's all good. So, yes, Mr. God, what are your thoughts? And as Meshack ended, I saw you were enjoying his music quite a bit. I'm sure there was, of course, a strategy involved in the placement of the acts for this event. What do you think about Meshack closing and the wider context of the success of today's proceedings?
Okay, well, that's why Meshack closing? Because Meshack is just Meshack. I mean, at the end of the day, he has this international appeal. As a matter of fact, when I came, I wasn't so sure about the program, and I mentioned, I hope Meshack is on the performance tonight. I think Meshack is a good representation for everything in the closing. Meshack has always been the artist who, in his music and his lyrics, there's always this part of working for humanity, working for St. Lucians. He's very authentic, very St. Lucian. He's one of these custodians at the end of the day as an artist who is very in tune with the grassroots movement, and for us emancipation is a lot of that, you know. So when we have that representation, you know, it's important because at the end of the day, you know, we want to represent every single St. Lucian as it pertains to how we put these performances on. So I think Meshack, I was awaiting Mr. Greedy Joe. I heard the Prime Minister shouting it out from the VIP, Greedy Joe, Greedy Joe. So I think we are very satisfied with the fact that, you know, he was closing. I think all the acts were extremely well, because what we want to do well in the CDF is have a representation of all the different forms of art that, you know, that in some ways touch us up. Instead of an interview like this, artists have a way of touching audiences, whether it be the drumming, whether it be dance, all of these things, the parade we saw earlier on, all these things come together and culminate to speak the language that is emancipation. And so we are a big part of that. Culture and development, that is our thing.
All right. Well, you started off with the launch of the Emancipation program. I think that was on July 24th, and of course, since then we've had the mural lighting, and of course this activity. We also had the Breadfruit Festival as well at the Anglican Church Annex this morning. Of significant, you know, the breadfruit having been imported, well, specifically for the slaves, but we have seen how it has become such an integral part of our cuisine, our culture, and now we found so many ways and so many things to do with the breadfruit. So we've had all of these, and we're moving forward to another week of activities and a month-long activity. So can you speak to what's coming up after this, and what can the public look forward to, so that we know that this is not the end of the Emancipation celebrations?
Well, I like the fact that you mentioned the breadfruit aspect of things, because again, like I've said, it's all about bringing in all the things that represent us as a people. And I think as a CDF, what we're trying to do now is to bring in all the different aspects, whether it be fashion, whether it be our culinary, whether it be music. Because sometimes you find that we focus a lot on just the performance in the music, but what we want to do is want to bring a lot more us into what we're doing. As it pertains to the program, for us, training and development is something that is also very important. So we have lectures in terms of that we can participate from that educational perspective. There is something though that I'm very interested in all of the programming that I saw. For me, just resonates, where on the island we're going to have a bell. We're going to ring a series of bells around the island all in sync at the same time. So for me, I think we can now call that, for example, the sound of freedom. And I'm hoping that this continues every year, so that we ask, where were you when you heard the sound of freedom? And so that is what we're looking for. So we are engaging the public in a lot of ways, whether it be performance, whether it be education, whether it be through symbolicness of stuff like the bell ringing. So we have a lot of things coming up. And again, I just spoke to Aaron in terms of when I'm listening to him on stage talking about the Marcus Garvey. That is a part, it's an extension of all these things are part of what we're doing. So I think St. Lucians have a lot to look forward to. They can go to our website as well, where they will see all of the activities in terms of what's coming up. And I think we have an exciting calendar coming up. This is just the beginning.
Okay, all right, well said, and thank you so much, Mr. God. We wish you and the CDF all the best with the rest of the activities for the month. And of course, we are looking forward, especially I personally, although I might not know, I don't think I'll be in it, but I'll be looking forward to the progress of one activity that I heard our Honorable Minister of Culture did reveal about, I think it's a treasure hunt.
Oh, the treasure hunt, yes.
So
exactly, so there's a fun part as well where we are going to do the treasure hunt, but it involves obviously bits of who we are, historical sites, and so that would be very interesting as well. The minister did say that was one of his favorites. For me, though, funny enough, you see, there's something for everybody. The bell ringing for me is just so symbolic for me. That sound, yes. So, but I hope you take part. I think you should take part. And I want to...
Yes,
no.
I will try my best, but I'm hoping that just like this and other activities that, you know, some people may not be involved in, that there will be some, you know, broadcasts of it or some coverage so that we can all feel part of it as well. I think it's really exciting.
I agree. But another thing too is I want to thank NTN. Because without media houses like yourselves, these things cannot be broadcast. And I know NTN does a lot of work in terms of bringing that St. Lucian story and narrative forward. It's not as commercial, but you have a purpose and you're serving that purpose. And without you, some of the stories we tell won't be told. So I would really like to thank you and your team for being a part of this, because we are big on collaborating and we can't do it without you.
Yes, it's all about partnership, because together we do achieve more. So
all about emancipation.
Yes. All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. God. And of course, all the best, like I said, with CDF and the rest of the activities. And awards too, of course, because we're in the month of August.
Correct. And I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much.
Yes, you're welcome. So, Michael, that is it for us.
Yes, I understand we're waiting. Somebody said the Prime Minister may make his way. I use the word may. Okay. So they've asked us to continue talking. Let's see if we will get the Prime Minister.
Yes,
so we can just review the activity today. It was really interesting, and so.
Okay, so we've.
Okay.
Yeah, we've gotten the signal.
So how do you feel?
Yeah, it was a very beautiful day. Yes. You know, the Emancipation celebration. It was different this year. you know, with the inclusion of the Lawas activity, the Rosocade. We did see also the inclusion of Lawas in the carnival. For the first time, we had a Lawas group, you know, on the streets for carnival, and it looks like it's a strategic move to promote Lawas. But as we heard from the minister and also from Papa, the symbolism, the significance of Lawas in the whole resistance in the not just on the plantation but the post-emancipation period as well is something that we cannot overlook. So that was what was special for me, that we did have that included, and that took us through the day, and we got here in the afternoon, and we had a beautiful time, beautiful performances. I mean, St. Lucia has a lot of great talent. It just continues to amaze me, and we appreciate that they lent their talent to showcase emancipation, and allow all of us to enjoy emancipation, because without them we would not have that beautiful day. So I really want to thank them. I do appreciate what I saw today, and I want to thank CDF for putting this together, CDF and all their partners for helping to bring all of this to us, and of course NTN. We can't leave them out, as Mr. God said.
So merci un peu, merci un peu pour tous ces travailleurs NTN qui mènent activité ça là-bas nous, tous ces gens qui performent, tout le monde qui garde, ça nous présenter aujourd'hui avec ça Saint-Lucie en pile talent, et comme ministère a dit nous l'année prochaine nous allons garder pour plus commune qui a participé en activité ça là. Alors merci un peu encore avec nous maintenant vivre en studio NTN. Merci tout le monde.
Good night everyone.
In a place where I always knew I belong. Open your heart.